Hey, hi everyone, how are you? I hope you all guys are doing great. So in this video, we are going to see tokenization. Till now, we have seen generative AI, LLM, how LLM works, and currently we are going to see tokenization. So if you are interested in learning agentic AI, so definitely you can have a look at the whole playlist. Okay, so let's explore tokenization. So like every AI model have context window, which is measured in tokens. So even AI pricing is based on token. LLM predicts one token at a time, that we have already seen. But what exactly a token is it a word, character, sentence? Surprisingly, it's none of those. In this video, we will try to understand what tokens are, why they exist, and why almost every concept in modern AI revolves around the token. Okay, so like whenever you give some question to AI, let's suppose ChatGPT for now. What is the intelligence? Will it understand it in English, plain English? No, it needs it to be in numbers. Okay, so this is what tokens with embedding does. Okay, so first let's understand token, then we will relate it with embedding. So token is just a basic unit of text that an LLM process. So a token is not always a word. It can be a whole word. It can be a part of a word. It can be punctuation. It can be numbers, symbols, white space. It depends upon the tokenizer. Okay. So the exact split depends upon the tokenizer. Okay. Now, let's see. Um, there are multiple ways in which a tokenizer can work. Okay, so for example, what is artificial intelligence can be divided into what is artificial intelligence. This can be one of the way. Another one way can be WHA, TIS, ART, IFI, CIA. So breaking down the words depends upon the tokenizer. Okay, it's not like every tokenizer will break in a similar pattern only. There is no hard and fast rule for it. Okay, but what are the ways in which this tokenizer work? Okay, so first one is, can we treat each word as a token? Like, let's suppose we have what is artificial intelligence. Can we treat each word, what is artificial intelligence, as a token? Is it a good technique? So think about it. There are million of um, sorry, there are millions of unique words. Okay, English alone has hundred or thousands of words. Then we have Hindi, Marathi, French, German, Japanese, programming languages. The vocab will explode. Okay, and there are also new words appear every day, like which doesn't even make sense, like ChatGPT, TikTok, LangChain, MCP, Cursor. Okay, so how would the model will even handle words that it has never seen? Okay, um, then we have typos, like if you see artificial, RT, fecal, RT, fecal. Even these last two ones are the typing mistake, but if they are referring to artificial only, that's why in ChatGPT, even if you add typos, it corrects it by own. It understand, it has some that type of reasoning capability. Okay, so if we treat each word as a token, definitely it's not a good idea, because the vocab will explode. There are a lot of new words coming that we have never seen, that LLM has never seen. So the conclusion is like the whole treating the whole word as a token is completely inefficient. Okay. Now you might think that, okay, we can treat character as a token. Okay, so if we have artificial intelligence, we have we can divide into characters and it can work. Okay, but uh, the sequence becomes much longer. Instead of processing 2-3 meaningful units, the model now have to process over 20 individual characters. Okay, this means language learning language, it becomes harder. Okay, because the model has to reconstruct a word from many tiny pieces. Okay, so again, we cannot treat this as also a perfect way. Okay, so the next is Subword tokenization. So this is the main thing. Okay, it is kind of a sweet spot between the last two. Either treat word as a token or character as a token. So this gives us a you can say a sweet spot between both of them. Okay, so instead of words or characters, LLM uses subwords like uh, sorry like uh, play, playing, played, and player. We divide into subwords like play, ing, id, and er. Okay, so the model reuses common pieces. The benefits are small vocab, handle new words better, handle typos more gracefully, support multi languages, more efficient than characters. And this is why modern LLMs typically use subword tokenization. Okay, so like unhappy will become unhappy. Okay, so this is what a particular word are divided into subwords, and each subword can be treated as a token. Okay, now we have ID assignment. So every time, let's suppose we have unhappy. So each of the word or token will be assigned some ID. So these ID are just like dictionary entries. Okay, they don't carry meaning yet, but they are simply unique identifier. So the next step, what happens? Like we have assigned ID and all. What will happen to this ID? Because these IDs are being converted into embeddings. So that is definitely we are going to see in the next video. But till now, this is how we convert a word into tokens. Okay. I can also show you some tokenizer. Like, see, we have multiple tokenizer platform. Like one of them is AI. OpenAI. Everyone have their own tokenizer. Okay. So if we write some text, so some examples. So see, there is some text written. So it is this whole text is of 53 token, and we have 252 characters. And inside the same OpenAI, if we use different model, and see now the token becomes 57. If we use different model, the token becomes 64. So it depends upon the tokenizer that we are using. Okay, clear? Uh, Now the important question is why even token matter. First is context window. A model doesn't have a word limit. Okay, it has token limit. Okay, now everything will be on token. Okay, token, people say is like token is a new oil. Okay, because token matters a lot. You might be hearing some memes like I was working on something and then my token got expired in Claude or Codex or something. Okay, so that is called as token limit. Okay, for example, you have limit of 8k tokens, you have limit of 32k tokens, 1 million tokens, and the pricing is also based on tokens. So higher tokens, more token means higher cost. Speed, like more tokens will take longer to process. Then response length, model generate responses one token at a time. So longer response requires generating more tokens. So there is that's why this token matters a lot. Okay, and definitely there is no universal tokenization. Okay, different models may split the same text differently because they use different tokenizer, as we have already seen. Okay, and we have different tokenizer. For BP family we have GP style models, llama. For word piece we have bird. For unigram we have some sentence based tokenizer, and we have a lot of different tokenizers. Okay, and the basic idea behind the tokenizer is also written here. So we have n number of tokenizer, but the important thing that we need to understand is it uses subword. Okay, it never treats a word as a token, it never treats a character as a token, it treats subword as a token. And once we have the token, it assigns some ID. What we have to do with those ID, we are going to see in the next video, which will be of embedding. Okay, but till now we have covered user prompt. Whatever user will give the input, then we are converting into tokenization, we are converting into tokens, we are assigning some IDs, then we have embeddings that we are going to see in the next video. So that's it in this video. So if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Meet you in the next video where we will be exploring embeddings. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, and if you want to learn more about Agentic AI, just subscribe me so that I will keep releasing a lot of other videos. Till then, bye bye, meet you in the next video. Thank you.